Hi, good morning. It's hold on, let me check the time. 2:52 a.m. No, I can't sleep. Yes. I don't know. I have so much things on my mind. I don't know. I just feel like recording. I'm up because I'm heartbroken. I had liked this guy for 2 years. Yeah. Uh, he was I don't know, going through some things, and I try to be there for him. You know, I waited for him to, and he know that I liked him. He's an American. Never really dated an American before, but I heard about their behavior. It's just, I never listened. Liking someone, you look past things that you heard. It's not all people they're bad. People just go to their experience and try to share it with others. So when we first started seeing each other, you know, I told him how I felt. You know, he said he felt the same. You know, and we. I don't know. I think I go above and beyond because I know he was in a situation that, you know, this person is one of the, for the little months that he's one of the heartless person I ever believe exists on the face of this earth. The funny part of it is he played me, pretending as if he was just a nice person, and you know. But then who to blame but myself? I mean, back in my country where I'm from, or I was brought up, a man always be the one to approach a woman, but me, I let him know that I liked him. And then based on his history of, he's not used to a lot of things. He's not used to love, affection. He's not used to somebody loving him. I think he's more obsessed with his family than really know how to treat people. You know. If I remember, my hair was braided, and I asked him, help me loose my hair. I didn't take it for nothing because we don't really go anywhere and we don't really do anything. He just stays in the house based on certain situation that he went through. He says he went through. And he's trying to, you know, he go out normally with his family, but for me, he says that I should let the relationship flourish a bit. I don't know. I'm kind of there's certain details that uh, do I make sense? He's just, I was very patient, but all along I've been dating him, and he pretends with me. He pretends as if he was someone. You know, he pretends. I don't know. But me, I will never date another American in my whole life again. Black Americans, I should say. You know, they're very jealous people. I don't mean all of them, but most of them. And they like to use people, especially foreigners. I mean, this is my first video. It's kind of, I don't know how to. Oh, he's just one of the most heartless person. He will take. Oh yes, he will take, but he doesn't give back. He will take everything, take your soul, take everything. He doesn't refuse anything, but to give back, that's their behavior. They don't give back, but they will take. They will take, and then being the kind-hearted person that foreigner are or is, you know, I think that they will be grateful. No. One day I'll go deep in it, but not right now. A set of low life. They're a whole set of low lives. Pretends, you know. They pretend for people. So now I'm up, almost 3 o'clock. I have to go to work. I have nothing to do. Be on here because I can't sleep. Because I think about what the heart. And the funny part of it is, me, I'm a, I'm a God-fearing person. I'm a very blessed person. And people that do me wrong, he always get them back. Whether they're American, Jamaican, Africans, he always get them back. He always does. My God. And I still, you know, I forgive them. Anybody that do me wrong, I forgive them. Because that's what my God taught me. But their hand, it's always bitter. And I still feel sorry for them. I remember I was dating this guy a couple of years ago. And my divorce just started. Well, during my divorce. And he said he was there for me. You know, encouraged me to move in because I was going through a lot. You know, I didn't know that he was cuckoo too. They come like an angel, and then you later found out they're cuckoo. Now I remember I would go to work. He gave me his key, and I had 2 jobs then, you know, and I would go to work. And when I come home, I found blonde hair. If you see me, I'm black. And I would ask him, Brian, did your daughter come here? Because I know they wear a lot of hair pieces and stuff. I've seen them in pictures, but never met them. And, well, they're not his real kids. They're adopted Jamaican kids, he says. And then he have a Spanish daughter. She lives in another state. So it's not like, you know. So I said, Brian, did your daughter come visit? He said, no. But every time I come home, they were blonde hair in the shower. He said, I brought them there. I don't know where am I supposed to get blonde hair. So people must have brushed on me or, you know, But then even though he gave me a key, I still have to knock the door before he opens it because he put the chain on. Why the sense give me a key? You know? Then all of a sudden he started to pressure me for money. He started to tell me, oh, I mean, we split bills. Yes, because we're staying at his house. If an appliance is broken, I would replace it, you know, or we'll try to go off with things, you know. But then this he started to demand $500 extra every 2 weeks. He started to demand this, he started to demand that. Then I noticed, I was walking on eggshell. If I stepped on the floor and the floor creaks, he complains. Then I realized, you know, these bags that these men put their shaving stuff in and stuff to travel. This man was hiding a whole bag of medication. Taking all these bag of medication. When I realized, I said, what the fuck? I'm dating a cuckoo person. It becomes so scary. He had these beards on his face. You could barely see his face because it was covered. It's like he changed. So, oh my God. Then I found out the man have ADD, ADHD. The man have the whole fucking 9 yards. Excuse my language. I'm just a bit excited. And it was like, you know, I was going through things. Then I was at his house, and then that's why when you met a man, don't tell them about what you've been through in a previous relationship. Or don't even let them know that you're going through anything until you're sure that this is the person. Because when you tell them about what you've been through, they use that against you. You know, that's lesson number one. Keep your thing to yourself. I took him to Connecticut by my family. You know, I introduced him. You know, I remember once my cousin had asked him, what did he see in me? Because she thought he was so decent. I'm a decent person. I take that offensive when she asked him that. But, I mean, if you seen this man, you would have fallen in love with him too. He was well-mannered, properly dressed, well-spoken English. You know, you see him, he's, you know, a quality man you want to be with. Behind closed door. It's Google. So I was there, and, you know, I go to work, and it becomes, I remember one night my phone fell off the bed, and you think that I committed a crime to the world, you know. Then one of my patient family called me and told me that a man called asking him, you know, if they know me, giving them bad review about me. I said, I don't know who will do that. You know, I'm going through a divorce. Maybe it's my ex-husband. But my ex-husband doesn't have my contacts, because everything was changed, numbers, everything. But then I was with this man in this house, and when I'm sleeping, the man copied all my phone numbers to his phone, calling people, giving bad review. I didn't know this person was crazy about me. But then I came home, and I said it to him, you know. I said, one of my patient father called me and said that somebody called and, you know, asked my name and all these things, and giving out this bad review about me, and, you know, and he said, you know, you should go to court, take your ex-husband to court. But I said, but my ex-husband can't go through my contact. We don't have the same line. We don't have the same iCloud. Nothing. We're separated. You know, this is everything new. And this man pretend and embraced me. Like, he was. So we broke up. You know, years passed. I was at work, and another friend of mine, my coworker, came to me and said, oh, Tanya, do you know a person named Brian? I said, yes. He said, Brian is on my phone. I said, Brian is on your phone. He said that something about some gym membership. So I took the phone and I said, Brian, how do you get my coworker's number? He said, I gave it to him. I said, man, you never discuss about my coworkers. My coworkers have nothing to do with you. You know, how did you get my... And this has been years past. That's when I really realized this was the man that went through my phone and copied all my messages, all my phone numbers and called people. I didn't know that I was living with a demon for almost a year. Well, it was like a year and maybe 3 months. I remember when we first broke up, it was getting so much you couldn't open the windows in his house. You couldn't. It's like I was like tiptoeing around the house. I said, no, this is too much for me. So I, went back. It was close to when my divorce should final. I went back. I didn't want to go back, but I went back to my house. I still had my stuff in my house. I just needed peace. So I end up, you know, and this man blame everybody in his life about his life errors, down to his mother. But he never blamed himself. Down to his mother. He hates his mother so much. Me, I love my mom. She died. Oh, my mom, she's my angel. Even though I know her presence is with me, she's my everything. My God put my mom as my angel. And my life is blessed. But I have bad choice in choosing man. I more choose somebody that I liked more than to say this person liked me. Or the person that likes me, I don't like them. And maybe maybe that's the person should have been my future husband, but that's the person I'd reject. People man that will go above and beyond, for me. But I don't like them. I end up liking Coco people. Me laughing. But seriously. So I end up moving out, go back home. Yes, my divorce was messy, which I was trying to avoid. But then me coming back and story I tell you about my ex-husband. And so years pass, and he's on my Facebook page, and he called me and said that he's going through a lot. He needed somebody to talk to, and me being a nice person always, I make myself available. We go. No, he wanted to go do tests because he was supposed to do a surgery. He said he doesn't have anyone. His daughters, they don't call him. Nobody call him. He's alone. I said, okay. So we went. I took him to the doctor. I think it's in Secaucus. I took him. He did his COVID test and whatever test he went there for. Then we went out to breakfast after. After. And then I dropped him home. But then I went in his apartment. That's when I realized the cuckoo got worse. The man was living in the apartment like he was living in a forest. He got trees everywhere, big plants, almost touched the ceiling, papers everywhere. He even have it's like a hospital bed in there. Said it's a massage bed. It was like this decent man, just cuckoo. And I'm thinking, is this karma for what he did to me, or does his mental status get worse? Then later, he ended up getting arrested, just stalking the next woman and all these things. I said, you know what? This is crazy. I try to be there for him, but I mean, just as friend, call, talk to, encourage, but his belief never leave. Just like this person that I just got broken up with, like they're not used to a certain life. Me, I was brought up in the country. I was brought up sitting down with my family, eating, laughing, playing with my brothers and sisters, loving my mom, my dad, my sisters. And my dad was murdered. I had a terrible, tragic life when it come on to my parents. I lost my dad when I was 31. He was robbed and murdered. You know. And then my mom had a stroke when I was 38. You know. I'm an orphan. I live in the United States by myself. My cousins, they're in Connecticut. She and her kids, they're adorable. But for some reason, after my mom's death, I just feel like, I just need to find me. So I just stay to myself because I don't like people criticizing other people. We go to church, they're criticizing the members. I don't like those things, so I just withheld myself from those type of, environment. Because she have a cousin, Nadine. She will talk off everybody's clothes. She's the most perfect woman in this world. She's been in this country from 2002 and this is 2021. And she's still illegal. But she thinks she's the most sexiest thing on her. She got the most sexiest ass. She's still illegal because her heart is not clean. I'm a very patient person and I love to love. I love to laugh. I'm very kind, I know. A lot of things that I see my mom does. I feel like we're the same. She was an angel. I'm not saying I'm an angel, but I know I'm a good person. Well, I'm an angel in myself, but my God knows what He put on earth. I don't know if that sounds. I'm a kind-hearted person. I'm a Leo. Leo, they're good people. I mean, they're very firm. They don't like people to take advantage of them, but we're good people. So I pray that I could get even one more hour's sleep before I get up for work. But I just felt like whatever is tingling in my head, I need to share it. Because this guy really broke my heart. And I'm fighting not to even call him. I'm fighting. Oh, something tell me, call him and curse him. But my God said, no, leave him to time. He pretends with me. Sometimes I think I should blame myself because, every relationship you see a little warning sign, but sometimes worse if the dick is good. But what's a man with only a dick? Nothing but only a dick. I mean, good for me. But I have to help myself. Anyway, it's tiredness talking. I hope I could get a chance to talk again. But not like this though. Not like this, like happy moments. Like, I will go to work, I will enjoy myself, I will be happy with my patient. I live with my cat, we went out of the room. Look at my nose, it's shining. I was loving my nose too. But I'm listening to motivational speech, I'm reading, I was going to school, but I stopped because of the pandemic, but I have to go back. I need to surround myself with positive thinking, positive people. And I pray I will meet a nice man My God will send him to me. I'm just going to be patient and humble. No more black Americans. You know, I'm Jamaican. No Jamaican man, they're crooked. You know, I heard all these Irish stories. My ex-husband is Jamaican. My marriage lasted for 12 years. But he sure cheated on me. And he think American women, they're the best. I guess in his way. Everybody know. Anyway, good night or good morning.